All right, welcome back. We are on brakes, so kind of show you the brakes that were on there weren't horrible, but I couldn't adjust them because these dudes were rusted up. I broke them loose, but where's the other piece at? Oh, so it's a two-piece. This is the inner, or this is the outer. This is the inner. That goes in there, and that's how you adjust it. This is what holds your pad, and this is what makes your adjustment. Well, so these got caps on them. I'll show you here. Hey, come on now. I'll end up breaking this. Okay. So these little, they look like caps, but they're Allens. That's part of your brake adjustment. Well, these were all rusted up. I couldn't get them broke loose. Well, this ended up spinning and coming out. So I had to get the brake pads bolt out. It was rusted shut. Same with this one. I got it out, got the brake pads off. Decided to get new brake pads and new hardware. So I'm going to show you a little trick that I just learned. I got this one out, or I got these two out already. So this is the outer sleeve that was in there, and this is kind of how they go. This is what holds your brake pad. That goes in there like that. And then these caps go on there like that. Now, like I said, these are rusted shut where I couldn't even adjust my pads anymore. It just basically spun like that. My springs are about collapsed. They're no good. So I got these two out. Like I said, it was a kind of a booger because, as you can see, there's nothing to get it out of there. This is what I came up with. I left it together, but I took a 10mm socket, and then I punch the ends, and I just went all the way around punching it. That way it has something to grab to. Basically, you put that socket in there, hammer it in there, and then you impact it out. That way and you can see how much adjustment you have. So let's let me get this off and I'll show you kind of what I'm talking about. Hopefully, like, these two came out no problem with this fancy tool I made. So we'll see if this one will come out. These two will probably fight me. I mean, that's usually how the luck is. All right, let me go get my tools. All right, this is kind of what I'm talking about right here. I don't know if you can see the little dimples. Let's see. There's little dimples there if this will focus. I put probably, I don't know, 6 or something. I didn't count. All this is for so we can have something to grip to. So if you ever want a good punch, this is what I like using. I just get my tap, because these are solid, and then I just put that in there like that, and then hit it with the hammer. Bam! Go to the next one. Bam! Just keep going around like that. Boom, boom, boom. And then This is what's in the caliber. You take this, insert that in there, and hit that with your hammer. That way it gets nice and tight. And then put your impact in there and zip. I got these two out, so let's try over here and see if we can get these last two out. And then we can get the new brake pads put in. Okay, here we go. Wish us luck. Or wish me luck. Okay, so this one's already done. Stick that in there. You see what I'm doing? Yep. And then you give it a little, put it on something solid, your caliber. Don't have to hit it hard, just give her some love taps. Get the old impact out, and I hope it breaks it loose. Yeah. She was not wanting to come out of there. And she's smoking. But the heat helped it get out. So let's knock this off and then let's repunch it around again. But as you can see, it's all rusted up in there. Pain in the butt. Try this again. All right, this is gonna be hot. Oh yeah, it's hot. I'll put this in the vise. Just snug it just a little bit, and then we'll. I'll lift my hammer out there. Oh crap! I have to use this big one. That's a little overkill. Need to clean the workbench. One of these years I'll get to it. Oh wow, it's all the way up here. Well, we're just knocking the socket out. That's hotter than the sucker, son of a gun. You can see that. She kind of spun. Whew. She's hard to hold. Oh, we'll repunch that. It's all smooth again. Ugh. I don't know if I told you, this is a 10mm socket. Just any socket that'll fit in there. You want it a little snug. And I found 10mm works perfect. Now we'll just come in here and give her a little tapping. This is just so it can get a hold of the outer sleeve. I guess you don't want to do this if you don't want to make your socket, I don't know what I'm trying to say, not pretty. But all my tools are all well used, so it don't matter. And I'll lay this here so it gets lost on the workbench. All right, let's go see if this works. Hopefully the other side comes out a little easier. Look at this mess. Oh my gosh. One of these years I'll get organized. But I seriously doubt it. All right, let's try this again. Alright, see what happens. Come on, baby. Got her in reverse. There we go. That one came out easier. That one didn't fight us as much. So we are ready for our new brake pads to be put on. All right, guys. I'm going to put a little anti-seize on it. So I'm going to, the brake pads, I'm going to put a little blue Loctite on the brake pads. But the actual adjusting Allen, whatever you call it, I'm going to put anti-seize on it. That way I can get this, adjust this without it locking up on me and tearing up on me again. This is probably way too much, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick that in there like that. That way, hopefully, it will be easier to adjust. I'm just going to go ahead and screw that thing in. I'm just going to screw it all the way in, and then I'll back it back off. As far as it'll go. So basically, if you ever get it that deep in there, that means your brake pads are probably about gone. But we're just putting that way there's anti-seize on the threads. I'm going to bring it back out about right there in the middle. A little bit more looby-dooby on it. I'm getting it on the threads and I'm getting it right there. I want to be able to adjust my brakes if I need to. You know what I'm trying to tell you. Said I'm bringing it all the way in. That way we get anti-seize on them threads all the way at the bottom. And then I'm just backing it back off. And putting it about even like that for now. And then we'll put some blue Loctite right there on our threads. And that will be just to hold the brake pads. Okay. Grab our other one. So basically the adjusters got rusted up because if you take this cap off, if you can see, if you take this cap off, there's rubber O-rings in here. That's supposed to keep, you know, the water and whatever crap and dirt from getting into your springs. Well, these were all dry rotted, so moisture was getting past the O-ring, and that's why it basically rusted up the springs. Like I had these soaking for quite a while, but you can see the springs there's no spring left on them. They're just toast. Actually, I think this one's actually, yeah, as you can see, these are actually broke, the springs. So that's why I just got new adjusters. That's no telling how old those adjusters are anyway. All the way down. Bring her back up. And then we get all this on there and get the caliper put together. I'll show you how to adjust the brake pads. You can adjust them however you want. I like to run mine a little loose, because if you get these too tight, you'll end up, your car will end up like, you hit that brake, get it too tight, it's going to stop too quick, and then your cart's just, you're going to lose control of your cart. So I like to leave it on a little bit on the loose side, so you really got to kind of push it down to get it to slow down. But if you really need to stop, you can slam it on and it'll stop it. Go-kart racing, you really don't want to use your brakes very much. At least I don't. I'm trying to teach my boy the same thing. Go-kart racing is all about keeping your momentum. Alright. So now we're ready to flip this over. And you can kind of see what I'm talking about right here. You see the thread showing? That's what I'm going to put a little blue Loctite on that. Actually, I may put it on the threads of the brake pad. But that way these won't back off. They'll stay on. You don't have to put blue Loctite on. I'm just figure it ain't going to hurt nothing. Not going to hurt nothing. This is probably what I'm going to just do. I'm just going to drop a little bit in the threads. And shake it out. And wipe off that excess. That way you're not getting Loctite down in there. Alright, so flip that over like that. And where's my Allen? Uh-oh, lost my Allen. I think this is the one. Let's see. So there'll be another Allen screw down in here. So you got your big Allen, what size is that? I haven't even paid attention. So it's a 1/4 for the outer. And then the one for your brake pad is 3/16. So your 3/16 is for your brake pads. Whoops. And I just dropped my inner deal. All right. All right. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing or not. I'm not good at being a camera guy. All right, see if I can tighten these up. All right, it's taking it. Okay. So now I got the brake pads locked down. So you can see there's a gap in there. The brake pad is not touching the piston right now. Because when we screwed them in, it brought our adjuster in a little bit. So what we'll do, we'll take this. Now we can bring this out a little bit. I'm going to move it all the way back till we hit the piston. Okay. We'll fine tune it once we get it all hooked up. So we're touching the piston now. You can kind of see where they're at. All right, now let me go get a little bit more blue Loctite for the pads. Like I said, I'm just dribbling just a little in there. That way I'm not making a mess. And I'm just wiping off the excess. Okay. It doesn't matter which way these go. They'll go either way. All right. Snug this down. I tighten the brake pads to one grunt. I just go, and one grunt right here. That's good enough. All right, we're not touching our piston. We'll back this off a little. Back this one off a little. Okay, we're touching now. Now we can bolt it up to our rotor. All right, so I got some new bolts. I'm gonna try them. They're coarse though. The ones that came out were fine thread. I don't know if these are going to work or not, so let's just try. I remember how to do this. Okay, I'm gonna have to bring these in just a little bit. Okay. My rotor is too close, so I'm gonna have to knock it over. But we at least get our calipers set up. Okay. All right, so these are just a little bit longer than what I like, but I'll just put some extra spacers on it. Okay. Guess I can go ahead and tighten her down. What size this is? 9/16. Yep. How did I know? Probably because you took it apart. Oh, okay. True that. All right, where's my 9/16 at? Actually, let's go this way. Whoops. I didn't take. All right. I'm sure I'll tighten it up in a minute because I still got to put still got to put my bracket on. I guess I could probably put that on like that too. Anyway, let's get our brakes adjusted first. Okay. So I can't really adjust the inner. So I can't really adjust right here because it's bolted to the bracket. So that pad's got to pretty much stay where it's at. So we need to take this rotor and shove it over just a smidge, and then we'll use the adjustments for here, the other side here. And it's just barely touching. All right, got me a little punchy punch. See if I can knock it over. There we go. There we go. Took a little bit. Finally got it. All right, we need to tighten this down so it does not move. I like where the rotor is right now. Ew, got his ass. Where's the camera at? Look at that damn. Look how big that freaking mosquito is. They're eating me alive. It's really making me mad. About at the point I'm gonna have to move the charger outside and go back inside and work. I'm just tightening up the Allens now. Yep, still good. Tighten this down just a little bit more. Not a little bit more, a lot more. Tighten her down. Now, you know what? I can use the impact on that. I can reach it. I can reach it. Maybe. Maybe not. There we go. Feels like it's going to break. And of course, this lock collar it looks in pretty bad shape. I probably ought to order some new ones. All right, so got that tight, that tight, that tight, that tight. Oh, got to get that one. Get this nice and tight. We do not want this rotor moving. I think I'm going to leave the brake pads how they are. See if I can get you in a little closer. That looks pretty good. It's dragging just a little bit on this side, but I'm going to leave it the way it is because once he starts cruising, wear down. Okay. You can see that's about what I like. Just a little bit of gap so we don't have, got it spinning nice and free. So what do we got left to do? Oh, we can go ahead and tighten these up. Or no, we got to get our bracket on here. So I could probably take these washers off. We really don't need them because this will be as our spacer. So let's do that. Might as well, ain't gonna hurt nothing. You're getting somewhere. I'm gonna get a couple of wrenches. Get a couple of wrenches and then I'll tighten it by hand. That way I can kind of get a feel of how tight it is. Nice. Get that. Oh yeah, we're spinning free. Nice. Our new bolts come with some new safety pins. Put those on. Can't get that off. These dudes are strong. All right. I think I'm gonna twist it where these go down. It'll let me. Yeah, so I'm just using a wrench. I'm gonna face it so these are facing down. Less chances of them coming off. Do the same thing with this bottom one. It'll let me. I'm not tightening it really. I'm just spinning it around. If it'll let me, and it's trying to tighten up on me. Loosen it up just a smidge. That way we can make our turn. Tighten this up, back up. All right, you're just gonna be a pain in my butt, aren't you? All right. And we are still spinning free. All right. Let's see if we have brakes, I guess. Probably ought to do that. I did test it, and the brake pistons do come in. So, all right, let's see if she'll stop on us. Ugh. If I get my fat belly hit through there, we'll spin it, hit the brake. Oh yeah. All right, we got brakes. Sweet. Well, that's how you do rear brakes. Now I got to go back and see, this side's all tightened up. Now I got to get this side all tightened up. And we're ready to race. I'm going to button this all up. And I'm going to call it a night. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, do the thumbs up. It really helps the channel. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. That really helps too. All right. Remember, keep it cheap and easy. Peace out. Signing off. All right, we got her all put back together. She is ready to rock and roll. She's a spinning good now. Got the tires wrapped till the races so they don't dry out. I went ahead and put some electrical tape along my lock ring. So I put tape along my lock ring and along my sprocket. That way I can make sure that it's not moving on me. That's all that's for. And to kind of keep the cotter pin, or not cotter pin, the keyway from moving around, which it shouldn't. I want to give a shout out to my buddy Ted for saving the day once again, for giving us this shaft so Josh can continue racing. And like I said, this was an oddball shaft. It's longer than your usual ones, like that one over there. So thank God he had one. So thanks again, Ted. All right, it's ready for some twister action. Peace out.